Netflix, last thing. So Netflix is also doing their own thing of like, hey, shut up kind of thing. Because after the whole Dave Chappelle thing, they're just kind of basically, and then, they had workers that did a walkout, that protested, all that stuff. And now, like, according to Wall Street Journal, Netflix to employees, if you don't like our content, you can quit. And to be honest, I think every company should do this, and it should go both ways, okay? Now, when it comes to the whole, like, if you're offended by what's being said by a comedian, I'm sorry. Then you could quit. But then on the other side, if they do some stuff where, like, people are like, fucking hey, look at how woke this shit is. I can't stand it. But there's still an audience for it. All right. You have to be okay with that too. So it has to go both directions. And I think companies really should be doing that. It's like, hey, you don't like the content, you can fucking quit. Go work somewhere else. I mean, I've always said that about any of this kind of stuff. It's like, hey, if you don't like what's happening, you could quit. But apparently, yeah, streaming giant adds new artistic expression, which is what we all want, section in the first update to corporate culture guidelines since 2017. And I dig that. Netflix is really Netflix is trying to get back to they've seen a dip. They've definitely seen a dip. So this is one of the things where they're trying to correct the course that they're in, because a lot of people are like, damn, this content is not really that great. And then, of course, with the stock going down and subscribers going down, they just started canceling things left and right and blah, blah, blah. But man, but when it comes to like Dave Chappelle, especially, that got a lot of fucking eyes. And then, of course, there was protests and walkouts. And now they're just to the point where like, hey, if you don't like it, you work somewhere else kind of thing. And I'm like, good on them. Yeah, if you don't like it, work somewhere else. Because when that whole thing happened, you could just tell that there's just people that did not watch that special, did not watch the ending, at least, of his special where he talked about that story, where he talked about the friend that he made that was trans and what happened with that. It was well done, well spoken, well everything. And it's like, man, when you hear that, you go, okay, how did you get that from, But yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, good on Netflix, and hopefully other companies do that too. It's like, hey, you don't like some things, you don't like artistic expression, whether it's on this side of the spectrum or that side of the spectrum, get the fuck out. That's the way it should be.